Hi Pisces, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel Sun Moon Star Free Tarot. This reading is for the month of January and it is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. I hope you all had a good time over Christmas and New Year, and Happy New Year everybody. So I will just jump straight into your reading and try and make it a quick reading. So what I was getting for you in your meditation was like, I feel like you're getting back something that was owed to you. I was just hearing now like I owe you, or something that was owed to you. So I'm feeling like you've got here apprehensive and you're moving out into the world and you've got doubt and fear, Pisces. Doubt and fear maybe because you've got the Three of Cups in the reverse here with the Nine of Wands. So that's like, the Three of Cups in the reverse is like something that's like disputes, arguments. It could be like between a friendship circle with it being the Three of Cups. It could just be something that just, you just ended, maybe you ended some sort of relationship or closeness that you had with someone. And it kind of made you feel like this Nine of Wands, this is like the wounded soldier, this is like someone who is basically they're refusing to give up. And I kind of feel like Pisces, you refuse to give up, and I feel like you might have turned to like your spirituality with this Hierophant here. I feel like you might have turned to your own spirituality, and the Queen of Cups being at the bottom of the deck here as well, with this Gaia card as well, because the Gaia card is basically card number 5. Card number 5 is basically, the number 5 even, sorry, is like you're going through a time of like uncertainty, like conflict, loss, basically a time of like great change. And I feel like your spiritual understanding and your spiritual knowledge, and this says wisdom here, and we're moving on to wisdom up here. It's like through your spiritual understanding you've came to know that your own spiritual wisdom, knowledge, there's only so much you can learn here. Like with all these books that she's standing on, there's only so much you can learn when reading them in books. Sometimes you just know within yourself, basically. I'm hearing, and card 22 can speak about like, card 22 is kind of like basically you basically putting up healthy energetic boundaries, but at the same time it's like you wanting to start over again, I'm feeling, because 22 can stand for the full card in the tarot deck, with it being it's meant to be the last card of the major arcanas, obviously. So I feel like through your spiritual understanding and knowledge and wisdom that you've learned, that basically you've taught yourself, I feel like you've taught yourself through reading all sorts of different knowledge and things, but there's only so much that you can read and learn from books. And I feel like you've got like a inner nudge now, like an inner feeling, like there's something that you know that you have to reach out for. She's reaching out to the sky, to the stars. It's like you're reaching out for your spiritual involvement and more understanding. I feel like there's more that you are seeking now in life. And I feel like you dealt with someone who was a bit cold and calculated, a bit of like, they used manipulation, basically. They were using manipulation. Probably, I don't know why exactly, but like the manipulation that they were using on you was basically keeping you in a state of sadness and maybe delusion that you were stuck in this situation with a person, or maybe the whole situation just felt cold and calculated and people were judgmental rather than it being just one single person, because this is a group of people here. But moving on for that, so you've got the Five of Cups. It's no longer upright, it's no longer sitting in sadness, it's no longer being sitting in a disillusion where you're thinking that everything is just not going your way. It's in the reverse now. It's time, I feel like you're accepting. You've basically went through a stage of healing in the past. I feel like you've accepted what you went through. You know that because you went through such a hard time in the past. I mean, you've got the Ten of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. You know that time that you went through that was so hard, that was so like getting stabbed in the back all these times, betrayed time after time. You know that they were basically ways of you being taught. Now, like, you were taught time and time again, and it brought you to this spiritual understanding that you've came to now in your life. And I kind of feel like the Page of Wands is like a person who is just wanting to go and try new things, and that's this Wisdom card. That would like bring 22 down, and it would be like the Fool card. That would be like the Zero card, because it's the last card in the Major, like I said. But I feel like you're just eager to, like, and you're full of ideas and you're wanting to try new things, and you're moving on. You've got the Regeneration card. This is basically like, see, what I get like from this card is basically like farmers. Basically, sometimes they know that to make the land grow better, sometimes they would set their full land on fire. Don't know if anyone's ever noticed that. They set the full land, now let their field on fire, and when through the regeneration of the fire and let the light coming in, the sun, it basically regenerates the earth, and it brings basically through like fresh growth in a more vibrant way, basically. So I feel like that's your regeneration. You're coming through a death and a rebirth moment, and it's took you a lot of strength, basically. I mean, to withstand this heat, that's a lot of strength. That's a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of hurts from people. It took you to a place where you were stuck, you were stagnant, you were stuck in limbo in a time that felt like basically you were basically in a state of healing. You had to like, retreat to find your power again, with the Power card being here at the bottom. I feel like you had to, this was like a big, massive tower moment now, like a major event that's happened in your life. It's been major. Like, it's not like a tower event that's just happened last week. It's like major, like round the past maybe year, 2 years, maybe longer, I don't know. But now you're coming out of this time of healing. Maybe you're still feeling like you're still healing it at the same time, but you've got a new beginning. And then you've got here a leg up. This is like time for you to accept help from others. You have to take a risk and trust with this Fool card. You will have like your wishes and your dreams and everything come true. This could be like, the Fool likes to travel, he likes to go on his journey basically, and basically back to the beginning, back to the Page of Wands, back to trying new things, new beginnings, being fearless. But people might see you as being a bit, I don't know, like rushing in or something. But at the same time, I feel like you've just made your decision that you want to go on this fresh journey. And the Queen of Wands up right here, she's just so she's very creative, she's finding her confidence. I feel like you're finding your confidence. I feel like you're beginning to feel very, very strong in yourself. You've got a sense of trust now with this Fool card. It's like the girl here is just falling off the side of the cliff. There's like a sense of trust, like you trust yourself maybe, and I kind of feel like you have to let others, and you can also accept this from other people and you can give it, but I feel like you have to help others while you're building like your success, but at the same time you have to let others help you as well. And you've got the Ace of Wands here. This is like your new beginning, your brand new, all your ideas and your passions, everything, your creative pursuits. It's like, I feel like you might be like a person who likes to write and journal with the books, and the Page of Wands, this is a writer. The Ace of Wands, that could be like your pen. You've got the Queen of Wands, she's very creative. She's like, she's very like, she uses her expression in such a way that's very powerful, the way it comes across, basically. And you've got to be fair here, so you might be receiving some sort of justice in some way. And I just wanted to show you this. When I was doing the pre-shuffle, you got, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone, you need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So maybe that's that Four of Swords. You need some time alone, basically, and it's just so that you can find out your strength and all that again. And it's like just needing solitude to basically get your frame of mind back together again for this new beginning. So what is this Three of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? What is this Three of Cups? We get about 12 there. So the Hangman, this is you maybe needing a fresh perspective to move in a different direction. Maybe this could be like communication coming in from a lover, because then we've got the Ace of Cups and the Magician. It's quite a lot, but I'm going to put all of them back. Maybe you've got someone trying to manifest love back into your life. Maybe someone had you in a third party, with this being the Three of Cups. Could have been, doesn't have to be. Just because it's the Three of Cups doesn't mean to say that they had you in a third party. But at the same time, this could have been the person who was treating you very cold. Basically, didn't give you any answers, or something like that, and you've learned how to accept something maybe. Right. So they left you in like that way where you were like, what is going on here? Now like you didn't know what was going on basically. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. So like when you were left like with no other choice but to do you, basically, by finding yourself through your spiritual, like your spiritual journey, your spiritual understanding, learning new things, you basically took yourself to the Ten of Pentacles, and you've got the Nine of Cups here. It's like your wishes came true. So despite something that didn't feel very good to you, basically it's brought you out the other end, basically feeling all the better for it, because you've got your Ten of Pentacles, which is basically a secure family home, bringing in like your money, all your wishes come true. So this person, I feel like this person was pretty risky. You've got the Fool here and you've got the Five of Wands. This person might have had you in a bit of a battle, or might have been arguing with you. You might have had conflict with this person with another person. Where did that go to there? And it caused a tower moment, basically. Maybe they were messaging you and it caused a tower moment. But anyway, regardless, that has all came to a complete, like, that is completed out of your life, basically, I'm feeling. And I kind of feel like before it completed out of your life, basically, or maybe this person feels this way, maybe this person's stuck in their own mind, like stuck in their own prison, in their own mind basically. But maybe that's the way it might have made you feel for a while before you found your spiritual understanding basically. So what is this Hangman in the reverse here? The Hangman in the reverse is basically you were stuck and you were stagnant and you were looking at all the hard work that you've been putting in, and he's got 7 of Pentacles here, and he's got the Knight of Pentacles with another pentacle, that makes 8. He's looking at all the hard work that he's put into everything, and look, you've got the 7, the Knight would make 8, then you've got this Ace, that would make 9, the 9 of Pentacles is basically, and you've got the 9 of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. So I'm feeling like that's like so much Pentacles basically coming up to, so that would be 9, and then it's taking you to this 10. So everything that you went through that was pretty crappy by the looks of it is basically brought you to your wish fulfillment. It's like help you get your life in order basically. Maybe it might have been like a leg up from spirit, being your spiritual understanding, where you got this from. So I was just about to ask why you're taking this, like, this leap of faith. Now, like, this Fool card, what it is, you've done all this because basically I feel like there's been a conflict, there's been a fight, there's been an argument with someone to the point where I feel like you were all up in your head about it maybe for a long, long time. This could have been with a fire sign maybe. Maybe you were fighting with a fire sign. A fire sign, King of Pentacles, that could be like a Taurus, Capricorn or a Virgo. But I feel like definitely it was everything, all these challenges, conflicts, fights with these two. Now, this Tower moment that happened to you, it all happened to you so that you could have this death and this rebirth moment basically. And I've just looked at the bottom of the deck and we've got the King of Wands. So that would make a pair with the King and the Queen of Wands there. And the Ace of Wands actually being underneath it. So maybe like you've got a King of Wands, which could be an Aries, a Leo or a Sagittarius. The King of Wands is normally the last decan of Cancer and the first decan of Leo, but it can be any fire sign basically. What's hindering this situation with this King of Wands, Pisces, is basically maybe this person's letting opportunities pass them by, sitting discontented, maybe a bit of like boredom, maybe the, I don't know, frustration. Look, they're letting their opportunities pass them by because they're stuck up in their head and they're having sleepless nights basically, overthinking, overanalyzing everything basically. So pull your Rebel card, Angels and Spirit Guides. What messages do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What messages do we have for Pisces? What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done, Pisces. And if you're waiting for a sign, well, where the fuck it is. So there you go. What are you waiting on? Get shit done. So there you go, Pisces. If you enjoyed your video, then please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.